Mandela Eccles Highway, estimated to be completed before the holidays. Senior citizen perished in a fatal morning traffic accident. So far, 1,000 persons have received their booster shots, according to the Minister of Health. In the region, Barbados becomes republic after ending ties to the British Monarchy, and internationally, 1 in 3 Australian Parliament staff sexually harassed. Greetings and welcome to another edition of Channel 2 Headline News Updates. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. On Monday, the Ministry of Natural Resources announced that the Liza Destiny floating production, storage and offloading vessel in the Stabroek Block had completed its 5th crude oil lift. Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat said the most recent lift represents Guyana's final lift for 2021 from this development. The lift is in excess of 1 million barrels of oil, bringing Guyana's total oil lifts for the year of 2021 to approximately 5.1 million barrels of high-quality Liza crude. The total number of oil lifts since the first oil in 2019 is 9. The Ministry of Natural Resources lauded the invaluable efforts of its internal petroleum team and regulatory agencies in safeguarding Guyana's interest in coordinating the sales of its share of crude oil through 2021. The ministry said it will ensure that it refines the skill sets of Guyanese as it prepares to commission the Liza Unity FPSO in the first quarter of 2022. The Ministry of Public Service, through the Guyana Online Academy of Learning, is offering technical oil and gas related courses to prepare Guyanese for this lucrative sector. The program will begin this year and will target about 150 students. Guyana's first lift for the new year 2022 is expected in January. The Guyana Police Force is investigating a hit-and-run accident at Lamaha Street, Georgetown on Monday, November 29th. Dead is 78-year-old Veronica Lewis of Grove, East Bank, Demerara. Enquiries disclosed that around 4:50 a.m., Lewis was on the southern side of Lamaha Street in the vicinity of Waterloo Street when she was struck down by an unknown vehicle which failed to stop. The motor vehicle is suspected to be white. As a result, the pedestrian was left lying motionless on the road. The ambulance service was contacted and arrived shortly on the scene. The deceased was escorted by the police to the Memorial Gardens Funeral Parlor mortuary, awaiting postmortem. Further investigations are continuing. The new $2.3 billion concrete 4-lane highway connecting Eccles and Mandela is nearly completed. The road project is anticipated to be completed in 2 weeks, according to Adesh Ramnaris, a supervisor at Junior Sami Guyana Incorporated, the construction company contracted to complete it. Ramnaris explained that the road works were divided into 6 lots. It consists of a 4-lane road with dual carriageway of 2 lanes each and joint reinforced concrete pavement following international standards. He said the company had completed over 55% of the roundabout, and Lot 6 is about 60% complete and should be fully completed within the next 14 days. The 4-lane road forms part of the East Bank Demerara alternate road link. When completed, it should reduce traffic congestion significantly. The project is an undertaking by the Ministry of Housing and Water. Contracts were signed in April 2021 for completion in December 2021. Stick around after the break. A construction worker drowns at Hope Canal, and so far 1,000 patients have received their booster shots, according to the Minister of Health.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win 1 Amazon Fire tablet every day. Yes, every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $500,000 to spend in the store. Just imagine, $500,000 to spend on clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage and accessories. So shop now at John Lewis Styles to win 1 Amazon tablet every day and $500,000 to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Smart Minds Educational Institute offers offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream, located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized gear, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness, or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for preschool, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Old girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Survival Shopping Complex brings to you its delivery service, Shop through WhatsApp. This process is simple. All you need to do is call or message your grocery list to 613-9683 and we will select your items for you and have them delivered directly to you, even out of town. This is convenient because we can stay on the phone with you as we select your favorite brands. We're happy to do your shopping for you. Contact us on WhatsApp today and shop price smart at Survival Shopping Complex.
Kingdom-based taxi service, transportation for every occasion. Short drop, airport, weddings, funerals, and much more. We're located at Lot H. Durbin and Vicingen Road, next to Green City Bar. For honest, efficient, and reliable service, call Kingdom-based taxi service at 648-5959 or 227-7937. You can count on us.
Welcome back. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony, during his COVID-19 update on Monday, said the COVID-19 booster program has picked up after 1 week, with more than 1,000 persons already coming forward to receive their doses. Minister Anthony said the program is being received favorably by the adult population.
Currently, we have 1,085 persons who took the boosters. We have in Region 1, so far nobody has come forward to get a booster shot. In Region 2, we have 4 persons who came forward. Region 3, 77. Region 4, 739. Region 5, 22. Region 6, 173. Region 7, 12. Region 8, 1. Region 9, 57. And Region 10, 0.
Though persons in regions 1 and 10 have not yet come forward for the shot, Minister Anthony said he is optimistic that the program will gather more traction over the next few weeks. Booster doses are currently available at all of the Ministry of Health's vaccination sites countrywide.
I'm optimistic that all persons 50 years and older would certainly come out and get their booster shot once it is more than 6 months after their second dose. And for those persons who are on the front line, they need to get their boosters because of the risk of getting COVID-19 infection.
Booster shots are available for all persons 50 years and above. The government has also made provisions to vaccinate persons 18 years and older with a booster dose if they have comorbidities as defined by the World Health Organization. To date, Region 10 remains the region with the lowest vaccination rate.
Region 10 has been an area where we've had a lot of difficulty. People are very, very hesitant in terms of getting vaccinated. And, for first dose adults, they're just about 37.5% for first dose, which is the lowest in all our regions. So we're hoping that we'll be able to improve that, but we need to convince people that it's important to get.
The Minister of Health reminds citizens that the COVID-19 vaccines are designed to limit the chances of persons contracting the severe form of the disease, which in most cases can lead to death. One man is now dead and his two friends are in police custody after they were imbibing and decided to go swimming in the Hope Canal on the east coast of the Marara on Monday, November 29. Dead is 29-year-old Shahid Ali, a construction worker of B Field Sophia, Georgetown. According to one of the men arrested, he and the deceased were brothers-in-law. The 29-year-old construction worker of Fowlis, East Coast Demerara said, around 1 p.m. the deceased, an 18-year-old, and himself were at his mother's residence consuming alcohol when they agreed to go swimming. He said around 3 p.m. they went to the Hope Canal, where they all jumped in. He claimed a few minutes after he saw the victim going down in the water and did not surface. Checks were made for the victim in the water, but the same proved futile. Both males are presently in custody pending investigation. Don't go away after the break. Barbados becomes republic after ending ties to the British Monarchy, and driverless robo-taxis to hit South Korea's streets. But before that, here's the bridge retraction schedule.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 4-6 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
For decades, milk has remained the same. Until now. Introducing the Great Dairy Full Cream Milk from Alabama Trading. Enriched with vitamins A to D and calcium to promote healthy teeth, strong bones, and vitality. Great Dairy Milk is delicious and fortified to encourage healthy cell growth within the body. No wonder it's the #1 brand of milk produced in Ireland. Now available nationwide in 400-gram packages at leading supermarkets and wholesale vendors. Distributed by Alabama Trading.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at news in the region and around the world. The Caribbean island nation of Barbados is now a republic after ending its ties with the British Monarchy. Sandra Mason has been sworn in as president, replacing Queen Elizabeth as head of state. Al Jazeera's Lucia Newman reports.
The declaration of the world's newest republic was marked by celebrations, with the music, song, and dance that Barbados is so well known for. But above all, it was time for solemnity. Prince Charles arrived for the last time as the representative of the Queen, Barbados's head of state, marking the end of the British monarchy's ties with the island once known as Britain's Caribbean crown jewel.
The creation of this republic offers a new beginning, but it also marks a point on a continuum, a milestone on the long road you have not only travelled, but which you have built.
Then the British military flag was lowered, replaced by one that represents only Barbados, which now has a new president, Sandra Mason.
We now turn our vessel's bow towards the new republic. We do this so that we may seize the full substance of our sovereignty.
Barbados was Britain's first and most important slave colony, whose sugar fields produced vast wealth for the empire. It gained independence only 55 years ago, but retained the monarchy. Barbados became one of the Queen's 16 realms, but for many, the time had come to cut the umbilical cord with the monarchy. Duane, a Bajan as Barbadians call themselves, sells tiny salty fruit that grows by the seaside, a specialty here. He agrees with the change.
I feel it would be a positive that one of us is able to run the country, able to make some decisions.
But others, like 19-year-old Kishona, says that the decision to break with the monarchy was imposed on them by the Prime Minister without consultation.
It wasn't even explained. Just one day she said it's republic and that was it.
The new president will have a largely ceremonial role behind the Prime Minister, and Barbados will remain a part of the British Commonwealth, which Queen Elizabeth heads. This former Quaker plantation has been the residence of the Governor-General, the Queen's representative in Barbados, for the last 55 years. Now it will be the residence of this country's new president, making Barbados the world's youngest republic, at least for now. As a farewell present of sorts, the Prime Minister awarded Prince Charles the country's Medal of Freedom, and then announced another surprise, the nation's Hero Award to the country's most famous citizen, singer Rihanna, who is also an ambassador for Barbados. In practical terms, not that much will change. But for a great many here, no longer having to pay tribute to a monarchy that brought their ancestors here from Africa in chains is a change that was long overdue. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Bridgetown, Barbados.
Internationally, a high-profile inquiry into the sexual harassment and bullying in Australia's parliament has found sexist culture to be widespread. The government-backed report said 1 in 3 people currently working at the parliament have experienced some form of sexual harassment while working there. Al Jazeera's Sarah Clark reports.
After 7 months, nearly 500 interviews and 300 written submissions, Australia's sex discrimination investigator painted a toxic picture of workplace misconduct.
Over half, that is 51% of all people currently in Commonwealth parliamentary workplaces, have experienced at least one incident of bullying, sexual harassment or actual or attempted sexual assault.
The investigation was triggered by rape allegations made by a parliamentary staff member. This report exposed a culture of bullying and sexual misconduct, declaring that 1 in 3 staff in federal parliament had experienced sexual harassment. On top of this, Kate Jenkins says the problem is largely driven by power imbalances, gender inequality, and a failure to protect victims who speak out.
There is also a worryingly low level of reporting, indicating that it's not safe to speak. Only 11% of people who'd experienced sexual harassment in a parliamentary workplace reported their experience.
The Australian Prime Minister was quick to respond. He called the report shocking and says there's a need for higher standards in Australia's federal parliament.
Like anyone who works in this building, I find the statistics that are presented there, of course, appalling and disturbing. I wish I found them more surprising. But I find them just as appalling.
The Prime Minister is now under pressure to act on the recommendations, including better protection for those victims willing to speak out. Sarah Clark, Al Jazeera, Brisbane, Australia.
And finally, for decades, self-driving cars have been touted as the future of road transportation, but the road towards success has been paved with setbacks. However, in South Korea's capital, it appears that the vision may have finally arrived. Al Jazeera's Alexandria Larch reports.
These driverless robo-taxis in Seoul's Sangam-dong district aren't a publicity stunt. They're part of the city's $125 million scheme for self-driving cars. From Tuesday, they'll ferry passengers between the Digital Media City rail station and nearby apartment and office buildings, charging passengers about $3 a trip. By the end of December, they'll be joined by several more driverless cars, as well as a bus. To ease safety concerns, the mayor stepped in as the first official passenger.
At the beginning, I felt a bit awkward and a little bit nervous, but soon the car pulled over and started and changed lanes. I made a left turn and a right turn very smoothly. As I experienced this, I believed it would be a good start to the commercial service.
It's a small step, but a large leap considering the difficulty of the research involved. The technology behind driverless cars is being sought after by many major technological companies. US-based Tesla, the market leader in electric cars, is still several years away from completely removing drivers from the equation. Its full self-driving system is still being tested and requires operators to keep their hands on the wheel at all times. Earlier in November, one of its cars crashed in California after a malfunction. But in Seoul, the outlook is more optimistic.
Cars are no longer simply about moving around. Autonomous vehicles have shifted the paradigm, leading to disruptive innovation. Autonomous vehicles prevent careless driving by humans, minimizing social costs.
Early next year, the city says it will add 10 driverless taxis to the Gangnam district as part of the pilot project's second phase. And if everything goes off without a hitch, the city government wants to grow its self-driving fleet to more than 50 vehicles in the next 5 years. Alexander Lurch, Al Jazeera.
And that is it for today's regional and international news. Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. And that is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. Tune in on Wednesday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.